Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. Rumors have been swirling like a storm over Foxborough, and the talk of the moment is that HIGGINS has suddenly become the supposed crown jewel in a surprising and ambitious move that insiders swear is gaining traction behind the scenes. The New England Patriots, hungry to recalibrate their offensive identity and desperate for a true game-changing presence, are being linked to what some are calling an aggressive, borderline bold attempt to land the towering wideout. As whispers leak from conversations between agents, scouts, and people who always seem to know the right person at the right time, a picture starts forming of a franchise ready to flip the script with a signature acquisition. What makes this speculation even more tantalizing is the claim that New England may be positioning itself to make an offer that not only appeals financially, but includes a vision of HIGGINS as the face of a reinvented aerial attack. Fans, analysts, and content creators across the digital landscape are already dissecting the implications, imagining highlight reel catches, and wondering how this supposed move fits into a long-term blueprint. It is the type of rumor that ignites discussions, fuels endless debate, and makes the off-field drama every bit as compelling as anything happening between the hash marks. The speculation gains even more weight when insiders describe the Patriots' mindset as unapologetically aggressive, the kind of attitude that surfaces only when the front office sees an opportunity too good to ignore. According to those familiar with the supposed internal conversations, the team has been searching for a central figure who can redefine the passing game, and HIGGINS fits that description almost perfectly. The narrative circulating is that the Patriots have quietly studied every angle, from his potential as a red zone nightmare to his ability to elevate a developing quarterback, and they believe the upside could justify a sizable commitment. What makes these whispers even more dramatic is the notion that HIGGINS himself may be intrigued by the chance to become the unquestioned top target in a system that plans to feed him relentlessly. Whether this is smoke, fire, or a clever blend of both, the rumor mill is spinning with talk of a franchise tired of conservative decisions and ready to make a splash reminiscent of past eras when bold trades turned into defining moments. And for fans who have longed for an offensive identity reboot, this storyline feels almost too cinematic to ignore. What continues to elevate this rumor from a simple off-season talking point into a full-blown saga is the supposed determination behind the Patriots' internal push. Certain analysts claim that the team has been evaluating the broader receiving market and views HIGGINS as the rare option who brings both immediate impact and long-term stability. The idea is that his combination of size, route craft, and contested catch dominance aligns perfectly with the type of weapon New England has lacked for far too many seasons. Meanwhile, influencers covering the team are already visualizing how a revamped offense could look, piecing together theoretical playbooks and drawing up scenarios in which HIGGINS becomes the reliable anchor of every passing concept. Of course, no rumor is complete without some dramatic tension, and this one includes talk of rival franchises monitoring the situation closely, possibly preparing their own countermoves. The mere possibility of a bidding war adds another layer of intrigue, giving fans the sense that this could evolve into one of those off-season sagas that stretches across countless debates and endless video breakdowns. In the world of speculation, momentum is everything, and this story seems to be gaining more of it with every whispered update. Another dimension of this rumor involves the Patriots' supposed pitch to HIGGINS, one that reportedly goes beyond the typical financial incentive and dives into the promise of a fresh identity, a clean slate, and a chance to be the centerpiece of a rebuild that aims to bring New England back into national relevance. Sources close to the situation, at least according to the chatter, describe the offer as a multi-layered vision where HIGGINS becomes not just a receiver, but a symbol of a new era. The idea being floated is that New England sees him as a cornerstone around which it can build an offense that blends physicality with explosive potential. And if those whispers are true, it is easy to see why the rumor has already expanded into something larger, capturing imaginations and fueling the type of speculation that thrives across sports talk shows and online debates. Supporters of the move argue that Higgins' talent could accelerate the development of younger players, while skeptics wonder whether the Patriots are willing to push enough chips into the center of the table to actually make it happen. Every rumor needs friction, and this one has plenty of it, making the whole situation feel like the beginning of a blockbuster storyline. Adding even more intrigue is the timing of all these whispers, which many believe suggests that New England is trying to seize a rare window of opportunity before other teams fully mobilize. Analysts predict that if the Patriots are indeed preparing a major offer, it may include creative structuring, future flexibility, and the kind of forward-thinking outlook that could appeal to a player searching for both stability and spotlight. Meanwhile, fans are split between cautious optimism and pure excitement, imagining Higgins pulling down acrobatic catches in clutch moments and believing that a move like this could finally reignite the offense. Rival supporters are already skeptical, claiming the rumor seems too ambitious for a team known recently for conservative roster decisions. But that is precisely why this storyline has traction. It challenges expectations and introduces the possibility of a dramatic shift. Content creators have been quick to spin theories about coaching dynamics, quarterback chemistry, and even locker room culture, all pointing toward the idea that Higgins could represent a turning point. And while absolutely none of this is confirmed, the energy surrounding the rumor continues to build like a wave ready to crash. At the core of this entire narrative is the idea that Higgins possesses the star power, the physical traits, and the big moment aura that could transform the Patriots' offense in ways the franchise has not experienced in a significant amount of time. That is why insiders keep hinting that New England might be prepared to do something unexpected, even risky, to secure a player who can immediately elevate the system. The rumor grows stronger with each passing conversation, as fans picture him as a stabilizing force for a young quarterback still finding his rhythm, and as a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses. The speculation even expands into theories about how his presence could influence play calling, strategically open the field for other receivers, and reshape the offensive identity entirely. Whether the rumor is grounded in reality or simply the product of a fan base eager for excitement, the narrative has already taken on a life of its own, producing a level of hype usually reserved for blockbuster signings. As the chatter continues, one thing becomes clear. Even the possibility of Higgins joining the Patriots has sparked a wave of anticipation that shows no signs of slowing. The second wave of rumors broadens the conversation, painting a picture of a front office that might be on the cusp of redefining its identity after recent years of transitional uncertainty. The idea floating around the league is that the franchise recognizes the need for a statement move, something bold enough to shift the narrative and reestablish New England as a legitimate threat. And that is where Higgins re-enters the story, portrayed by insiders as the perfect figure to mark the beginning of that transformation. The speculation describes a plan in which the Patriots surround him with complementary pieces, crafting a scheme tailored to maximize his strengths and create a domino effect that improves the entire offense. Fans who follow these rumor cycles closely can sense a genuine hunger for change, something refreshing that breaks away from the overly cautious approach of recent seasons. And as this storyline picks up steam, it reminds everyone why off-season rumors capture engagement like few other topics. They blend hope, uncertainty, imagination, and the exhilarating idea that everything could change with one decisive move. According to those who claim to have knowledge of the internal buzz, the Patriots' pursuit of Higgins might also reflect a broader philosophical shift, one that prioritizes star power in a way the franchise has rarely embraced in the past decade. Speculation centers around the belief that the coaching staff wants a focal point who can tilt defensive coverages, force game planning adjustments, and become a weekly storyline for national broadcasts. Higgins perfectly fits that mold in the minds of analysts who have long admired his blend of athleticism and competitive fire. The rumor even suggests that New England may view him as a foundational piece who could mentor younger players while simultaneously elevating the standard of the offensive unit. Critics will point out that such speculation often overinflates expectations, But supporters argue that every major shift in the league begins with exactly this type of buzz. And with conversations swirling about potential long-term contracts, deep ball combinations, and highlight reel plays, the rumor continues growing beyond a simple transaction idea and into a far-reaching vision of what the Patriots hope to become. Fueling the storyline even further is the belief that Higgins himself might be intrigued by the idea of becoming the undisputed star within a rebuilding offense eager to lean heavily on his skill set. Analysts speculate that the chance to lead a team's passing attack could be appealing, especially in a franchise with a decorated history trying to carve out a new chapter. Some claim that the Patriots have built a pitch around opportunity, leadership, and the promise of being more than just another piece in a crowded receiver room. Those narratives make the rumor irresistible to content creators who thrive on crafting dramatic arcs. Imagining how Higgins' arrival could reshape locker room culture, energize fans, and create a ripple effect that touches every corner of the organization. Whether or not the player himself truly feels drawn to such a role remains unknown, but the mere idea sparks passionate debate. And with each new theory, the anticipation grows, further convincing fans that something monumental may be simmering beneath the surface. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Another angle that keeps the rumor alive is the notion that New England is keenly aware of the shifting landscape in the league, where elite receivers have increasingly become centerpiece acquisitions capable of transforming franchises. The Patriots have watched rivals make decisive moves to secure star pass catchers, and according to the whispers, they feel this may be the moment to follow that trend. The rumor implies that internal discussions have circled around the need for a high-impact player who can lift not only the offense but the franchise's identity as a whole. Higgins naturally emerges as the prime candidate in these conversations, thanks to his mix of physical dominance and big-stage confidence. Speculation also suggests that acquiring a receiver of his caliber could boost morale in the locker room, energize the coaching staff, and show fans that the organization is finally ready to think big again. And with every new layer added to the story, the sense of urgency grows, giving the rumor a cinematic feel that captivates anyone following the Patriots' journey. The ripple effect of the rumor extends beyond football strategy, reaching into media narratives where content creators analyze, react, speculate, and build entire discussions around what Higgins' potential arrival would represent. They talk about the symbolic value of such a move, the emotional boost it could provide, and the thrilling sense of momentum that comes with adding a genuine star. Fans who engage with these discussions often note that the Patriots have lacked a true offensive identity for far too long, and Higgins could become the spark that revives excitement across the region. Critics remain cautious, insisting that the rumor may simply be off-season smoke with little tangible foundation, but even they admit that the concept is intriguing. And that is precisely why the story continues gaining traction. It taps into hope, curiosity, and the belief that a franchise searching for direction might finally be ready to take a dramatic step forward. Whether the rumor ever materializes into reality, it has already achieved something powerful by reigniting the imagination of an entire fan base. As the speculation builds toward its peak, the narrative shifts toward a broader question. What would it mean for the Patriots to pull off a move that feels almost mythic in its ambition? The answer varies depending on who you ask, but common themes emerge. Supporters argue that Higgins could become the centerpiece of a long-term vision, the type of talent who raises expectations and gives the team a competitive edge they have lacked. Analysts suggest that securing such a cornerstone would signal a new era in roster construction, one where the franchise prioritizes dynamic playmakers to support its evolving offensive identity. Content creators emphasize the storyline potential, imagining how Higgins' impact could echo across the league, drawing attention back to New England in a way that has not happened in several seasons. And through all this speculation, one thing remains consistent. The rumor captures attention because it represents possibility, ambition, and the thrill of what could be. Whether the Patriots truly intend to make this bold move or the story fades back into the cycle of off-season myths, it has already reminded fans why they follow every whisper, every leak, and every hint of a seismic shift on the horizon. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.